Hello teachers, I'm Dao from G1F group. Today I will introduce about the famous coffee brands Starbucks and the managers Howard Schultz. The presentations on my course consist of four main contents that are: 1. Introduce the companies. 2. Analyze the environment. 3. Introduce the managers. 4. Analyze the managers. Let's try out the first part. Once introduce the companies. The overview. Starbucks Coffee was founded as by flag institutes, Washington on March 30, 1971 by three people. Cherry Queen is elite teachers, Justel is history teachers, and Gordon Booker is writers. They founded this organization for the only one reason. They love coffee and tea and wanted visitors to have access to the best. The timelines of Starbucks companies. In 1982, Howard Schultz joined the company in 1982 as Director of Retail Operations and Marketing. In 1983, Schultz went to Milan, Italy and ran the espresso. From there, he came up with the idea to sell espressos. In 1985, Schultz left Starbucks and founded his own company, Electronics made from Starbucks beans in June 1986. In August 1987, Electronics acquired Starbucks. In 1988, Starbucks was one of the first U.S. companies giving healthy benefits to uneligibble food and part-time employees. In 1995, Starbucks began to sell Frappuccino. In 1997, the Starbucks Foundation was set up and now for charitable organizations. In 1998, Starbucks acquired grocery channels across the U.S. In 2004, introduced the first farmer support center in Central Costa Rica. In 2008, Howard Schultz returned to the CEO position. Starbucks mission statement. In 1990, established Starbucks as the premier provider of the finest coffee in the world while maintaining our uncompromising principle as we grow. And now, the mission is to inspire and nurture the human spirit, one person, one cup, and one neighborhood at a time. The environmental mission statement. Starbucks is committed to a role of environmental leadership in all facets of our business. The vision. 1980, Starbucks vision was to grow out of Seattle and became a company with nationwide reach. 2010, Starbucks had a vision of the best global company in the coffee industry and emphasized corporate social responsibility. The core values. 5 core values. 1. Creating a culture of warmth and belonging where everyone is welcome. 2. Acting with courage, challenging the status quo, and finding new ways to grow our companies and each other. 3. Being present, connecting with transparency, dignity, and respect. 4. Delivering our very best in all we do, holding ourselves accountable for results. 5. We are performance-driven through the lens of humanity. The organizational structures of Starbucks. As an international business company pursuing a cross-country strategy and a global strategy, Starbucks has chosen for itself two structural models that are functional hierarchy structures and geographic division structures. 2. The environment of Starbucks. The external and internal environment of Starbucks. Let's find out the external environment. Technological. 2008, they created Starbucks Digital Ventures activities, in-house technology incubators to research and promote digital projects. Also in 2008, the My Starbucks Ideas website was launched. creates the Starbucks Digital Network, a system of premium digital content from corporate partners. Every customer who comes to Starbucks can view premium publications from popular media, Wall Street Journal, The Economist. Starbucks uses data AI and IoT optimize business and create customer experience that is advantageous to competitions. Optimize machines by using a cloud coffee machines that can be connected to the cloud platform Kubernetes managers. Machine operating data, diagnose, and correct error remotely. In early 2011, the payment applications on Android and iOS started through the phone of others and pays, making it more convenient and faster. Integrated blockchain technologies to sales. Coffees tonight from sold to cup with customers. Promote collaboration with many technology companies around the world. Starbucks has been on the food and beverage ordering apps in 2018, launched the Starbucks Vietnam application and the Starbucks Card, based on the continued growth in the digital sector in the Asia-Pacific region. The natural Today the global climate change is more and more serious, adversely affecting the coffee beans, causing changes in product qualities. To adapt to environmental change, we established support centers throughout the equatorial regions. In partnership with Conservation International to source 99% of coffees entirely through CAFE. Starbucks launched the WWF and these landmark address Foundation's new flattish economic initiatives to reduce 30% while to landfill. Natural. Organizing the Starbucks Food Stamp Program that can cap challenge but still a sustainable approach to scale. Invest in renewable energy and by the end of 2020, have friends of flattish straw. In 2018, Starbucks launched its Green Star Framework, an initiative to make 300 stores 100% powered by renewables, 25% more energy efficiency, 30% more water efficiency, and improving cycling and waste diversion. Socio-cultural. The target customer of Starbucks is the men and women in the middle to upper class. Coffee has become a cultural feature of the American people. Develop healthy products to meet the social demand for clean coffee since the late 19th century. Starbucks has become a symbol of the second coffee wave, exploiting the community's aspects, focusing on the customer experience. In Vietnam, 3/5 Vietnamese population under 35 are Starbucks target customers. Vietnamese coffee culture has a long time ago. According to research by IAM, 65% of Vietnamese people use coffee 7 times a week. Vietnamese people prefer pound coffee flavors from Robusta beans, while most Starbucks drinks are from Arabica beans, causing major obstacles when entering the Vietnamese market. Economics. During the 2008 recession, Starbucks was forced to close 900 unprofitable stores. The slowdown and inflation in Starbucks' largest markets, North America, has reduced sales. Currently, the COVID-19 situation is complicated, especially in the US, once again putting Starbucks in a difficult position. Starbucks revenue fell 14% at the end of May 2020, compared with a 78% drop in February when the pandemic began. The very cheapest alternative that create a highly competitive market for Starbucks. In Vietnam, expenditure policy curbs inflation and stabilize the macroeconomic effects. Economic growth, the exchange rate is little change. Interest rates tended to decrease. The coffee market had now with fluctuations. In developing countries, per capita income is low, while the average price of Starbucks is high. Legal political Starbucks is a multinational company which is law in its different countries that will have to have the regulations to match the law there. Political instability in the region lead to instabilities in business. The United States government imposed some threshold on multinational joint ventures. In some countries, regulations on maximum caffeine content in the drinks. As a result, Starbucks must regulate and comply in its overseas markets. Concerns about tax and security are always the highest priorities. Comply with regulations on purchases insurance for your employees. International 1994, we established international, strongly developed in most Southeast Asian countries except Vietnam. The tax environment. 1. Customer. In 2018, a nation's staff growth survey found that over 37.8 million Americans visited a Starbucks within the last 30 days. The company says 75 million customers visit its U.S. stores every month. It has 50.1 million members of the Starbucks Reward Program. Starbucks nurtures more than 100 million customer occasions across 78 markets around the world, said Kevin Johnson, President and CEO of Starbucks Coffee Companies. Competitor. In Vietnam, fierce competition with local coffee brands such as Trung Nguyên, Highland Coffee, The Coffee House, Cộng. Starbucks' price is too high compared to its competitors. Starbucks accounts for only 2.9% of the coffee market in Vietnam. 3. Suppliers. Supplier diversity program support farmers to grow and care for coffee to supply the right quality ingredients for the company. Establishing relationships with suppliers to minimize risk when cooperating. The company rewards the suppliers' environmental and socially oriented activities. For labor markets, as of March 2020, there are 238,000 employees. Starbucks grew with more than 200,000 local employees. In Vietnam, the Vietnamese labor market, abundant and plentiful labor force, scientific and technical levels, has been improving day by day. 5. Team's opinion. Starbucks mission statements focus on classifying the core purpose and the core values of the organization because Starbucks always tries to build a strong employee system from rustling plant to store. So, the employees make efforts to produce the highest coffee beans, make the most delicious coffee cups, and bring the best experience to its customers. On their idea are to make a difference in the hearts of its customers. These core values that form the foundation for the behaviors, rules, and all the cultural ceremonies. Starbucks takes many actions to emphasize its value system. The next is tangible cultural structures of the organization include 1. Logo. Marines inspired logos with mermaid image. Each trend corresponds to the trends and development of the brand. Colors. At first, Pro rebranded coffee colors in 1987. Starbucks sold not only pink and rustic coffees, but also honey coffees. Since then, green has become the dominant feature of Starbucks. 3. Product designs. At Starbucks, there are many shades that you can choose from to suit a wide range of customers, tones, tail outlets, grand 60s, 20s, 24s, and 30s. 31. For clothes, a green apron with the Starbucks logo on the chest of the luggage employee team at a Starbucks store. Coffee master, there are people with great knowledge about coffee representing the highest honor of the company. Coffee ambassadors, this is the rarest aprons in the restaurants representing the Starbucks team around the world. 5. Store design style. Each store is designed to fit with the surrounding environment, with the localities where they serve. For Starbucks, the coffee shops must be a place connecting people, include four design concepts: heritage coffee, addition shop, regional modern, concept shop. Let's introduce the managers. Howard Schultz biographies. He was born on July 19, 1953 in Brooklyn, New York, USA. Howard Schultz's family had no income, no health insurance, no workers' compensation, no savings, nothing to fund pensions. His family was so miserable. 1956, he was 3 years old when they moved to the public housing project Bayview. 1971, he entered Northern Michigan University with a football scholarship he got in 1971. 1975, he graduated from these universities. 1976, he was as a sales representative in several companies. 1979, he became a general manager in Hammerflash in New York. 1982, he became a retail operations and marketing director in Starbucks. 1985, he left Starbucks and founded Electronics. 1997, Electronics acquired entire Starbucks for $3.9 billion. 2008, Schultz returned to the CEO position. 2011, Howard Schultz was named the number one CEO globally. 2016, Howard Schultz was named by Forbes as the 232th richest person in the United States. 2018, he retired as executive chairman, becoming the honorary chairman of Starbucks. Analyze the work of managers. Missions. Understanding of environmental issues and sharing information with our partners. Developing innovative and flexible solutions to bring about change. Recognize that financial responsibility is essential to our environmental futures. Encouraging on partners to set its our missions, instilling environmental responsibility as a corporate value, measuring and monitoring our progress for each project, striving to buy, sell, and use environmentally friendly products. Values, creating a culture of warmth and belonging where everyone is welcome. A team with courage challenges the status quo and finding new ways to grow our company and its others. Being present, connecting with transparency, dignity, and respect. Delivering our very best in all we do, holding ourselves accountable for results. We are performance driven through the lens of humanity. Roosevelt in 1980, Starbucks vision was to grow out of one region's sectors and become a national company delivering quality products and service delivered by its staff understand the values of Starbucks. By 2010, Starbucks had a vision of a global company with a market leadership position in the coffee industry and emphasized corporate social responsibility. Business principles: people first and profit last. Good retailers go out of their ways to please their customers. Business philosophies: Howard Schultz appreciated the creativity, passion, enthusiasm of people. He wanted to make a brand name reputed for the highest quality in coffees and a long-term organization admired for its company responsibility. This is a famous book Howard Schultz poured your heart into it. Strategic plans. Starbucks presents its 5-year plans 2016 2021 for strong global growth. The 5-year strategy plan shows that Starbucks used a diversification strategy. Technical plans: implementation of the plan to explore and expand Starbucks mobile application platforms. 4B strategy in marketing. Product: Starbucks has constantly innovated its product to meet the diverse needs of customers with many criteria of coffee beans based on pink chai, caffeine degrees, frosting, and taste. Expanding more products of teas, cakes, smoothies, and so on. Price: pricing offered by Starbucks is a mid-high price to provide the best customer experience. His customer sentiments to increase the variety of summaries or insights, offer promotion or combos. Place: Starbucks offer a vision of building direct relationships with its customer by distributing Starbucks everywhere for everyone to easily use them, such as airports, hotels, stores, ads. Promotions: Starbucks will invest in communication activities with diverse and creative forms, collaborating with brands and celebrities. Word of mouth marketing channels is also utilized effectively by the companies, with the brand proving through the high engagement of Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram accounts. Starbucks digital flywheel rewards: the more compelling rewards program with everyday relevance. Personalization offers communication and service tailored to individual customers. Payments: the easiest, most sensible way to pay at Starbucks and beyond. Ordering: the fastest and more convenient ways to order. The last E, leadership styles. Recruit and train employees. Choose the right staff, right partners. Training employees at all levels of Starbucks. Motivate employees. Howard Schultz develops a massive company and shares culture and cultural values. The personalities our heritage. Corrupt G1F. Thanks for watching and listening.